Welcome back. Well, Charlottesville is just the latest, but we've seen other blatant instances of hate in recent months.
So many may be wondering what can be done and what is being done to stop it. Here to talk more about that is D.Michael Lyles, Executive Director of the Prince George's Human Relations Commission. Thank you so much for coming in on this very tough topic.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. What do people need to know about dealing with conflicts, particularly when it comes to racial issues?
Well, I think really there's a sensitivity that has to be expressed by all parties and all humans and citizens of Prince George's County. Sometimes even those that exhibit bigotry and hatred at least need to be understood, because there's something probably basically wrong with where they're coming from. And so that sensitivity is a way to at least begin a conversation. And there is a place to have that conversation and to resolve some of that conflict, and the Human Relations Commission was set up for that purpose.
Which leads into my next question. Explain how your agency actually handles these type of complaints.
Right. Well, primarily the institution was set up by the county back in 1972 to deal with conflicts between communities. And in addition to that, we also handle civil rights complaints, complaints of discrimination. So we investigate those complaints and we prosecute those before a 13-member commission of citizens. But our larger role is education and bringing communities together. So anywhere and anytime we have an opportunity to do that, we take that aggressive approach to getting into the community and working with folks from different backgrounds to see how they can work together.
Now, in terms of that education, what specifically do you do? Are we talking training, workshops?
We do all of that, all of the above. Not only are we brought in to do training on everything from implicit bias to conflict resolution to even community mediation, but we can also do interventions in communities where there may already be some tension, and we're about to engage some communities in Prince George's County with that currently, and we're looking forward to doing that.
If someone feels they've been discriminated against in some form or another, explain what the steps are to try and assist them.
Well, the first step is to call 311. Which is our county information line and service line. You'll get right in touch with our office, and through that, an investigator will be assigned to take an initial interview. We call it an intake interview, to figure out with the person what actually happened. From there, if we think that there is enough information to open a case, we'll open a case, and over the 3 to 6 months, we'll find out all the facts, question everybody related to the situation, and determine whether or not I will bring a charge of discrimination. And if we do bring a charge, we put that in front of the commission in the form of a trial, and the commission actually decides the guilt or innocence of the party who is alleged to have violated someone's rights.
And just to clarify, now your commission actually will assist any resident, or is it just Prince George's employees?
Well, it's our commission has a broad mandate to stop discrimination anywhere it exists, be it at government agencies or private entities, be it in the areas of housing, education, employment, real estate, financial transactions, anything and everything that someone might feel that they're being treated unfairly based on their race, color, religion, national origin, disability, age, even personal appearance or occupation. We take those cases, and our commission has the ability to subpoena individuals to testify, to subpoena documents. We have the right to go where we need to go to solve a particular situation and bring that case forward.
Now, a lot of what we've been seeing in Charlottesville is not only on-the-ground protests, but also social media is mixed in. Yeah. How much of that do you see, and what can you do in those sorts of situations when social media is involved?
Right. Well, we see a lot of social media issues that emanate from the basic discrimination or civil rights claim, and we have the ability to investigate that, to find out what the actual facts are. We wouldn't go into and say shut someone's Facebook down, but we do use the evidence that comes from social media in order to bolster our case if we think the discrimination is at issue.
And what's the one thing that you would tell people who are concerned that they've been having problems such as this? What would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them to write things down. Capture as much of the history of what's going on as possible, and to then come and talk to us about whether or not there is enough information to open a case and to launch an investigation. We are probably at this point our most aggressive in bringing these cases. We probably hear about 2 or 3 trials a year, and over the last several years that I've been working for County Executive Baker, we've probably secured somewhere in the neighborhood of about $750,000 in either settlements or commission awards to people that have had their rights violated.
Michael Lyles, very interesting information. Appreciate you
indeed.
coming in and
Well,
chatting with us.
glad to be with you.
Okay. Now, if you are having a concern or question for the county's Human Relations Commission, here's the number to call, 301-883-6170.